In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club.
Now we all know that. Katt Williams has been exposing the dirty laundry of Hollywood, and one of the celebs that Katt has had something to spill about is Kevin Hart. This came after Kevin blasted Katt a few years ago for allowing his addiction to ruin his career by blaming everybody but himself for his failures. Well, it looks like Katt is finally ready to clap back from those allegations, because he just did an explosive tell-all interview with Shannon Sharpe where he accused Kevin of selling his soul and integrity for fame and claimed Kevin was even made to do the humiliation ritual by cosplaying as a gay man. Now this ain't the first time Katt has dragged Kevin for being power hungry and selling his soul to get to where he is today, but this time head and hold nothing back and flat out exposed all the sick and twisted things that Kevin has done over the years. Toget, fame and power, but now Kevin is sick and tired of Katt coming after him all the time, and he's clapping back in the most savage way possible, planning to sue him for defamation. I mean, CH 2024 just started and it looks like it's already going to be a real long year for Kevin, cause Katt read him for filth in that interview. Olaf. These big dick deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or Wover you is T.I.G. Jakes. Any of them, the every all lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who talketh that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way now, in case you somehow missed out on all the drama these past couple of days. Katt Williams pretty mucks it the whole internet on fire during a 3-hour-long interview with Shannon Sharpe. When this interview was an issue, a lot of people thought Katt was just going to be his usual goofy self and probably spend the whole time cracking jokes. But baby, did he do the complete opposite. He exposed the entire industry's dirty laundry, and it got a lot of people scrambling to respond to him. However, what really got folks' attention was when Katt called Kevin out for being power hungry and baby. This had people gauged because this ain't the first time Katt has shamed Kevin for selling his soul for fame. In fact, he first called him out a couple years ago when he blasted Kevin for pretending to be gay in an SNL skit. See, back in the early 2000s, there was a lot of talk about black men being forced to wear dresses and wigs as a part of some rite of passage to make it in Hollywood. Dave Chappelle fueled these rumors during an interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2006, where he spilled the tea about the time the producers of a movie he was doing with Martin Lawrence tried to get him to wear a dress against his will. I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree, like one. I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected. I don't know, but certain dots, like when the seed that they put every black man in the movies and theaters at some point in their career. I'll be connecting a dot, like why all these brothers going to wear dress. This happened to me. I'm doing a movie with Martin. Yeah, the movie is going good. So I walk in the trailer, I'm like, man, this must be the wrong trailer cause there's a dress in here. They come in, the Ruhr comes in, he think he's the writer. He's like, Dave, listen, we got this hilarious thing where Martin's sneaking out of jail. So Hedeskizes you as a prostitute. He put this dress on, and mother is a prostitute. No, I'm not doing. I don't feel comfortable with that. That should have been in a discussion. What, you don't feel comfortable with it? I mean, it's a hilarious bit. All Thegreets have done it so well. All the great have done is kind of hacky. Right, you're right. So why don't we just not do it? Cause I don't feel comfortable when addresso. Come on. Dave, listen, we got it all set up. We're supposed to shoot every minute. You was cost this much money. You know the pressure comes in and I'm not wearing no dress, man. I'm funnier than a dress. Just give me something funny to say. I don't even wear no dress to be funny. One of my Myla and BS blah blah BL. You know we going like just. And then finally he's like, and he leaves. And then like the director comes, really would be great if you wear the dress. But this is where things get even more interesting because Dave said the producers had another script ready just in case they weren't successful in getting him to put the dress on and cosplay as a woman, but the minute it was clear I was I'm not wearing a dress. I'm not wearing Thedress. Alright, fine. Think of something else. GU comes back 10 minutes later. The whole new how did you write Thessini so fast in this interview really had people shook at the time, and other celebrities started to get asked what their thoughts were on Dave's comments during the interview, and of course, one of those celebrities was Kevin Hart. Kevin initially tried to laugh it off, but still made it crystal clear that he would never let go of his morals to put a dress on. Another great comedian said that, you know, in the industry they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts and Andis? That's something that you wouldn't do. For definitely have ran into to put on the dress. I mean you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. For me, I know what they are. Thuviv yet to have been challenged, so I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on a talk show this morning. I said no ta thought, not that was a dress, but I was like no, I'm going look stupid at the end of the day. You got to know that you're a brand, I'm a brand. You need to Protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brain can be diminished. And you don't want that to happen. So protecting my brand is definitely a priority. Not too long after this interview, Kevin shamelessly popped out in an SNL skit wearing a dress and a wig. Now, there's a real high chance he was never against wearing that dress in the first place, and that this was probably within his limits, but a lot of people felt like he did it to please the higher-ups in the industry cause he wanted more fame and power. Now Kevin ain't no struggling actor or nothing like that. He was doing pretty good for himself. After this SNL skit, his career jumped to a whole new level, and he was being put in even bigger movies. However, the backlash he was receiving from his fans got so bad that he had to jump to Twitter to shut everybody up. He said, "I wore a dress on SNL because I thought it was funny. I made that decision. Nobody made it for me. I am my own boss." Katt later asked what his thoughts were on Kevin wearing a dress, and he said it wasn't Kevin's fault that he wore the dress because he was just a part of a long lineage of black men being made to wear a dress in order to transition to that next level of fame. Kevin was just doing what he needed to do to make it in Hollywood. At the end of the day, Kevin doesn't have to worry about what people are going to say about him wearing a dress because of the long line of dress-wearing people before him. So now we had Big Mama's House 1, 2, and 3. I've never seen media in a pantsuit. I think she wears dresses, so now I'm saying, why are we picking on poor little Kevin Hart because it was his turn next? Okay, but see, there's been a theory going around for a while now that Kevin is just an industry plant who was pushed into the industry to replace Katt. These rumors got even worse after the whole SNL skit Beckos. While Kevin's success in Hollywood was going through the roof, the media started to slander Katt's reputation with allegations of imbongan addict, which he later addressed in an explosive rant. Back in 2016, the reason I don't do big tigorous because I had a tumor in my upper jaw, and they had to take it out, and they had to block the whole right of my sinus with a piece of metal. So ever since I got out the Marine Corps, I can only breathe out of one nostril, boy. I get my blood tested every 3 months for the last 15 years. All narcotic tests shave come up 0%. I'm 44 years old. Look, little Tigger, do look up my rap sheet. I have never had a DUI or a possession of anything. Not even the I do every day. See, when you're real, you can tell the truth about anything or anybody. After this, Katt took a break from social media and returned in 2018 with even more things to say and accused Tiffany Haddish for also being a power-hungry slave in an industry plan. 46 female black comedians that I know personally that I put on tours who have a hard time getting a chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A after they headlined 7 shows at a club for $2,500 a week, but people like real, and that's why they like what they like. They love real. Oh, because Everybody's real then, so don't trip. No, as they so ghetto. When did that become marketable? Knock it off. They like her because she want to sleep with a white man. That's why the only thing she said was, "I want to give it to Brad Pitt." Now, even though Katt didn't mention Kevin in that interview, Kevin triggered and he decided to go in on Katt when he and Tiffany appeared as guests on The Breakfast Club. He called Katt a failure and said the reason that Katt ain't where he needs to be in his career is because he chose to be a crackhead instead of focusing on his career. My frustration with Katt Williams comes from you. Keep pointing at Hollywood, this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? You had the shot. Katt was in that position at one point. You were the guy. You were set up to be the star. You didn't show up to work. You promo shoots you off your promo trips that they had set up for you. You became a risk to the studios, which is why the studios stopped with you. Why was he a risk? He chose you. Oh, okay, take responsibility. Take responsibility for what you chose and say, you know what, I got to fix me and I'm a comeback and I'm a stand-up for comedy. So when you say Tiffany Haddish doesn't deserve Oros, and really a comedian, and these other women have worked hard, which they have, shouts out to Melanie Camano, shouts out to Lunel, shouts out to Leslie Jones, Wower, all underneath the umbrella of Katt Williams. Katt Williams, have you ever used your platform to bring the people that wear under you up? You haven't, so because you haven't. Don't on those that now are of. Used my platform and brought my guys and girls up. The brand of Kevin Hart is a brand that's expanded so far. Whether you like me or not, my presence in comedy will forever be felt. I'm a boss. I sit on the top of it, and the opportunities I'm giving are the ones that I'm creating, so take responsibility for what you did. You. Nobody else did. You don't hear Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle, the kings of comedy, Seinfeld. You don't hear George Lopez, Eddie Griffin. You didn't hear who else can I go down the road of other comedians? Steve Martin, Martin Short. You didn't hear the guys that got on top and that made it by doing what they love. Complain about the people that are coming under them. The reason why is because they're happy with themselves. Don't blame everybody else for your don't. My sister, like who's you're not happy with your SH. This earned, it's not given. But Katt did not let the crackhead allegation slide and hopped on IG to call Kevin out for making up lies about him while he wasn't there and off making $85 million. I was over here not making $85 million, but it's all good. I don't mind $1 million a month and keeping my soul, and as long as Richard Pryor was able to be the king of comedy and a crackhead. They going to continue to say, maybe I am, but again urge you, if there's a you can do, that'll get you Katt Williams level, you should OD on it tonight. After this whole back and forth, Katt went MIA on social media until a few days ago when Katt exposed Kevin for selling his soul for power and fame. According to Katt, Kevin cut a deal with some elites in the industry to help him launch his career in Hollywood. Made it clear that unlike Kevin, he's never accepted any checks from the hypes in the industry to keep quiet about certain issues, and then recall the time where he was blackballed because he refused to do a scene of him being SA in the movie Friday After Next. Apparently the producers thought the scene would be funny, but Katt did not see how Sambo to getting SA could possibly be funny, so he refused to do it. After they wrapped up film in the movie, Katt was blacklisted and every movie he was supposed to be starring in was given to Kevin, because Kevin was willing to do whatever they asked him to do without anything being changed. That didn't directly respond to the allegations that Katt made against him, but he made Katt very aware. Othath wanted all the smoke by seemingly sending him a very strong warning. He trolled Katt's interview during his commentary on the New York Knicks vs. Philadelphia game, when he made a few sarcastic and corny jokes about Katt buying the Knicks and dropping them off at the game. Another fun fact about the New York Knicks, I don't know if you guys know this, but Katt Williams bought Knicks. He definitely bought it. He bought the Knicks, and it's rumored that he took Knicks back, returned him with a receipt. Yeah, you can do that. You know, Katt dropped him off. Oh wow, see, he gave him a ride in a spaceship. Okay, in a spaceship. Copy that spaceship that he parallel parked. The known fact: Katt Williams has a NBA basketball court in his living room. He's the first to ever really, oh yeah, he's the first to embrace a true hardwood floor. Yeah, he bought it in his home, and several social media outlets are reporting that Kevin is planning to sue Katt because this has dragged on for so long, with Katt coming after him constantly. All these years now, as usual, folks had a lot to say about this mess, like this person who said, I've actually always believed that Kevin Hart was a Katt Williams replacement. I think it was right around when Katt had some sort of issues when he was up and coming, and Hart came out of nowhere. Any third person said, it's absolutely true. I remember Kevin Hart having a small role in Scary Movie 3, then all of a sudden buying huge, which I never understood because I used to try to watch his content, and it just wasn't funny. I used to wonder what was wrong with the people going to his shows, but now I want to know your thoughts. Do y'all really think Kevin sold his soul in his quest for power and fame in Hollywood? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.